Oh, my Elpis!
I'm a Buddha floating on a lily pad.
Elfiume, bring him on in.
Yes, Your Grace. Notary, please now, quickly.
Counselor, you may begin.
Mr.
My
Satan,
apologies for my earlier behavior, Counselor. I had some bad fish at lunch.
Mr. Satan, you've had a long-standing feud with God, correct?
No, I love God.
You love God.
Very much. God did make me.
Okay, you say God made you to
God did make me. It says so in the Bible.
I know about the Bible, Mr. Satan. It also says in the Bible, in Matthew, I believe, in Matthew it says, a good tree cannot bear bad fruit, correct?
Correct.
So are you saying that you are good, or are you saying that God is bad?
I would never say that God is bad.
So then you're telling this court that you're good.
I don't know, Counselor. Are you good?
That's not what I asked you.
I'm so
Just
sorry.
answer the question.
I don't believe in good or bad.
Fine.
What I believe in is true.
Fine. According to Job and Nehemiah, God created you in the first 3 days. True?
True.
You were an angel.
True.
You were present when God created earth.
True.
God then created man and gave him, not you, dominion over earth. True?
True.
You were in fact ordered by God to serve man. True?
True.
According to Genesis and Ezekiel, you then tempted Eve to eat the apple in order to try to prove that God had made an error in giving man dominion over the earth, at which point, according to Luke, you then fell from heaven like lightning and became God's adversary. And ever since that day, you've been competing for souls with God in order to try to prove that man is not worthy to rule over the earth. Isn't that true, Mr. Satan?
I don't compete with God. God competes with himself.
That's not what I asked
I'm
you.
just trying to answer
No,
your
you are
question.
not trying to answer
Your
my
Honor,
question.
I'm trying to form a response here.
Let him answer, Cunningham.
Your Honor, it doesn't...
Quiet! Proceed.
Thank you. Look, I didn't make you people, okay? God did. But there was a design flaw in his creation. He gives you free will. And to balance that out, you were designed to self-correct. But unlike the free will muscle, the self-correct muscle is not a particular favorite of the Homo sapiens. I'd say self-correct falls somewhere between colonoscopy and firing squad on most people's holiday wish lists. At any rate, the truth is, I do not have to actively compete for human souls. I do not have to lull, tempt, flatter, or deceive, because with God at the helm, and you people running around wreaking havoc, I'll be honest, I spend most of my time on a sofa watching one-hour dramas on HBO.
And what? With the concept of heaven, that didn't bother
There's
you
a
at all?
concept, Cunningham, called playing the cards that you were dealt. One can either accept that concept or one can lose one's heart, mind, and soul. I'd like to be more helpful to you here, really. That's what it all comes down to.
Is that so?
I'm just a fallen angel trying to keep my dick hard in a monotheistic society. Anything else you want to ask?
Your Honor, the witness is clearly lying. I move that his entire testimony be stricken from the record.
And I'll allow that, sorry. You consider what comes out of his mouth is your responsibility.
But he's obviously lying.
You want to expand your consciousness,
Your
Counselor?
Honor!
If you ever, unless you have another question, Cunningham, I suggest you step down now.
But-
Forward or back? You've been instructed and I want to be.
Why do you love God, Mr. Satan?
What's not to love?
Specifically, what specifically do you love about God?
I don't know where to
Pick
begin.
a spot!
I love God because he's all-powerful and all-forgiving. I love God because his justice is perfect. I love God because God loves me.
God loves you!
Very much. Gift baskets at Christmas and Hallmark greetings on all major holidays.
Stop it! If God loves you, then how come he threw you out of his kingdom?
He didn't throw me out. I left.
That's not what it says in the Bible.
You're right, they fudged that part. But that's because you people only really respond to fear and threat. If they told you straight up that there were no locks on the gates of heaven, you wouldn't even try to be halfway decent.
In other words, God lied?
God didn't write the Bible, you know that, right?
Of course I know
Then
that!
why would you say that God lied?
Mr. Satan, does God love Judas Iscariot, yes or no?
God loves everybody.
And yet Judas is in hell. So what use is God's love to my client if he's allowed to languish in damnation?
Your client is free to leave whenever he wants to. Actually, I wish you would, because I can really use the room.
That's not true, and you know it!
Look, maybe you should sit down and catch
The
your
real
breath.
truth is that God's love for us is conditional. Isn't that right, Mr. Satan? You failed to meet those conditions and he threw you in the trash. Judas failed and he's in a catatonic stupor.
Your client succumbed to despair.
Yes! And if human despair is so powerful as to render God powerless over it, then what does that say about God, Mr. Satan? It says one of two things. Either God's not all-powerful and therefore useless, or God's love is conditional, which renders that love false and unworthy. Which one is it?
Well, Cunningham, please don't take this personally, but Your father never really loved you or wanted you, right? And the only reason your mother didn't abort you was because she was afraid of scarring, and I think she told you that once, didn't she?
Mr. Say
Just
it!
because your parents resented you doesn't mean that God does.
I asked you a direct question and I'm demanding from you a direct answer.
The direct answer is that you are completely wrong.
Is God powerless or spiteful? I'm
You
ordering you to
are
answer.
powerless and spiteful, Cunningham, not God.
Your Honor, he's not answering.
What do you want me to do about it?
But he's not answering.
Open your heart
Shut
to God,
up!
Cunningham.
Your Honor!
I suggest you sit down, Cunningham.
But I'm not finished.
Then finish.
But Your Honor, this isn't fair.
It is what it is,
But Your
Cunningham.
Honor!
Cunningham!
Your Honor!
What, Cunningham? What?
You're a fucking liar!
I'm truly sorry you feel that way.
Further.
Elfayumi. Cross?
No, Cross, no.
You're excused.
Thanks, Frank. Counselors, you availed yourselves as expected. And Elfayumi, you are completely wrong too. I'll be in touch.
Next witness.
Right now, I'm in Fallujah. I'm in Darfur. I'm on 63rd and Park having dinner with Ellen Barkin and Ron Perlman. Right now, I'm on the corner of Lafayette and Astor waiting to hit you up for change so I can get high. I'm taking a walk through the Rose Garden with George Bush and helping Donald Rumsfeld get a good night's sleep. I was in that cave with Osama, and I was on that plane with Mohammed Atta. And what I want you to know is that your work has barely begun. And what I want you to trust is the efficacy of divine love if practiced consciously. And what I need you to believe is that if you hate who I love, then you do not know me at all. And make no mistake, who I love is every last one. I am every last one. People ask of me, where are you? Where are you? But verily I ask of you, to ask of yourself. Where are you? Where are you? Judas. Judas.
Who's that?
Is it ever anybody else, Judas? I miss you. I miss you, Judas.
Take your fucking hands off me!
Judas.
Don't touch me! Don't fucking touch me! Just back off, my grill man! Back
I'm
off!
sorry.
Back off more!
I'm sorry, Judas. Judas, if 1,000 strangers kick me and spit at me as they pass, I will smile. But if the brother of my heart gives me but a passing hard look, I will not sleep that night, nor sleep at all until he let me love him again.
No!
No what?
No more fucking fortune cookies, that's what! You want to say something? I can't stop you. You want to apologize? Fine! Apologize and go! Just, for once, speak like a normal fucking person!
I'm not a normal person, Judas. I am who I am and not who you demand me to be. And I'm not here to apologize. I will always be who I am and what I am. And when have you ever heard me deliver my message any differently, Judas? When?
Just go away!
I won't go away.
Well, that'll be a first.
I have never gone away, Judas. Look at me.